and the map really gives you a sense of what we're talking about. The footprint is on both sides of the Allegheny River. And so we got a lot of it in Point State Park and a lot more of it over on the North Shore. And the first thing I want to point out to you is if you're coming and you want to experience it all, you got to be able to get from one place to the other. So there are two ways to do that. On Friday and Saturday, there will be the Gateway Clipper, which will take you from one side of the river to the other to get you back and forth between the two. Now, that will not be available on Thursday. Thursday, your only way is going to be on foot. You cannot use the Fort Duquesne Bridge pedestrian crossing. That is closed. So you'll have to come out. Let's say you're on the Point State Park side. You'll come out, come down Liberty Avenue to Penn Avenue, up 6th, the Roberto Clemente Bridge, around PNC Park and down the river to the main entrance over on the North Shore. Now, let me take you to the North Shore and show you a little bit more of what's going on there. Not only will you have the entrance I just pointed out coming off of the North Shore Drive, you'll also have one coming off of the Tony Dorsett Way, and there's yet another entry point over by the casino. That's how you get into the footprint. If you want to go into Acrisure Stadium, and there's a lot going on inside Acrisure Stadium, there are two ways to get in. One, Gate C will be an entrance, and the other entrance will be down here by Gate A right off North Shore Drive. Once you get in there, man, they're going to have a lot of fun stuff. How would you like to kick a field goal through the goal post at Acrisure Stadium? They're going to have that set up. There's play football. There's Tops has got activities galore in there for you. You can do the 40-yard dash. You can kick goals. It's a lot of fun. Now, there's also the main theater, which you will see. This is where a lot of the invited guests will be, and those of us who are general admission will be back here watching the main draft. Now, let me take you back over to Point State Park and point out a couple of things. Number one, all of this is on your NFL One Pass, so you can really get in there and see the details of where things are. And you can see, for instance, when the autographs are going to take place at the autograph stage, the Vince Lombardi stage is there, all these things on this side of Point State Park. And on the other side of the Portal Bridge is the NFL Draft Experience, and that's where the kids can have fun. Also kicking field goals, the 40-yard dash, and everything that goes along with this. And then, of course, there are the exits to get you out of the point itself and over to the north side if that's where you're going. But Chris, there is so much to do on both sides of the river. And the great thing is it's all very family centric.